Done. Now we need to start oscillators. Today heading oscillators. Oscillators. Today heading oscillators. The basic structure of sine wave oscillator. The basic structure of sine wave oscillator comprises the basic structure. The basic structure of the basic structure of oscillator. The basic structure of oscillator of a sine wave oscillator, which compares of an amplifier the basic structure of oscillator. It right here structure clearly. Basic structure of oscillator, structure of sine wave oscillator. Basic structure of sine wave oscillator. Sine wave oscillator comprises of an amplified comprises of an amplified with gain A. With gain A. Gain A. And frequency. And frequency selective feedback network with transfer ratio beta. Frequency selective feedback network. I am writing feedback like F by B. Feedback network. Network means N by W. But you need to write clearly. Don't write F by B. You need to write clearly. Feedback network with the transfer ratio beta. With transfer ratio beta. The transfer ratio beta. So the basic structure of sine wave oscillator comprises of an amplifier with gain A and frequency selective feedback network with transfer ratio beta. An oscillator is a circuit is a circuit. An oscillator is a circuit. Oscillator is a circuit. An oscillator is a circuit that generates that generates repeated waveforms of fixed amplitude and frequency without any external input signal. An oscillator is a circuit that generates repeated waveforms of repeated waveforms of fixed amplitude and frequency without any external input signal. Without any external input signal. So an oscillator is a circuit that generates repeated waveforms of fixed amplitude and frequency without any external input signal. It is used in radio, television, computers and communications. It is used in radio, television, computers and communications. So you need to keep your mind one important point here. An oscillator is a circuit that generates repeated waveforms of fixed amplitude and frequency without any external input signal, and it is used in radio, television, computers and communication systems. Coming to the principle of oscillator. Put heading principle. An oscillator is a type of feedback amplifier. One type of feedback amplifier. An oscillator is one type of feedback amplifier. It is one type of feedback amplifier. feedback, one type of feedback amplifier. In which part of output is feedback to input through a feedback cycle. Which means that the output of this oscillator will be connecting to input through a feedback cycle. An oscillator is a type of feedback amplifier in which part of output is feedback to input through feedback circuit. If signal feedback is of proper magnitude and phase circuit, if signal feedback is of proper magnitude and phase, and phase, circuit produces alternating currents or voltages. Alternate currents and alternate currents or voltages. Okay, so it is an oscillator is a type of feedback amplifier in which a part of output is feedback to input through a feedback cycle. So if the signal feedback is of proper magnitude and phase circuits, which will be produces alternating currents or alternate voltages. We need to see the diagram for this oscillator block diagram. We'll see that. We need to see the block diagram for this is amplifier. Here I take a feedback network. feedback network. This is the feedback network. This is the summing. You need to give V into this summing amplifier. This is the positive side. Okay. Here you have feedback voltage here. This is also positive only. Here we have a VD. Here we have V in voltage. From this you need to take out V naught. Here we will get the V naught value. This is the block diagram. Okay. See, from this diagram here, the input voltage is, let us assume that the input voltage is, let us assume V in is 0. You need to assume that V input voltage is equals to 0. The input voltage is equals to 0. Then what will happen? It uses a positive feedback. It uses a positive feedback gain with a positive feedback only. If this value is equal to 0, then what will happen? It will take output value from this to this. This is the positive feedback. It will take only this. It does not take this value. Okay. This means that you need to see that it will take only this. We will take only this part, amplifier part. And then this feedback network. We will take only this part. If V in is equal to 0, we will take only this part only. Okay. If V in equals to 0, if V in equals to 0, we will take only positive feedback, like this. Like this we will take. See, here we are assuming that here we are getting VD. Here we are getting the VD value, right? Differential voltage. See, VD is equals to, how will we get the VD value? From this VF and VIN, right? So you need to take that VF plus VIN. You need to take VF plus VIN. Okay. So for this amplifier, what is the voltage gain? A is equals to, voltage gain A is equals to V naught by VI, right? Here the VI is VD. VI is VD1. So therefore here we need to take V naught is equals to A into VD. A into VD. Okay now. So here we have the feedback network, which is like a beta. Feedback network beta. feedback network beta is equals to from this block what we will get it, beta value is equals to Vf by V naught. Beta is equals to Vf by V naught. Then Vf is equals to beta into V naught. Beta into V naught. Okay. Substitute the Vf value in this equation number 1. Substitute this value, this Vf value in the equation number 1. Vd is equals to Vf means beta into V naught plus V in. Okay, I think you know that from this equation Vd is equals to V naught by, from this equation Vd is equals to V naught by A. Now substitute instead of Vd, V naught by A equals to V naught by A is equals to beta V naught plus V in. Beta V naught plus V in. V naught by A is equals to beta into V naught plus V in. Then what will happen? You need to see that. The output value will be varies between plus V saturation to minus V saturation. Plus V saturation to minus V saturation. So we need to get the value V naught is equals to A. You need to do that, simplify the calculation. You need to do the simplification for that equation V naught by A. V naught by A. See, V naught is equals to, you need to do the simplification. V naught is equals to A beta V naught plus V in into A. You need to send this term to that side, this side. Then we will get it the V naught minus A beta V naught is equals to V in into A. Okay, see, you need to take common V naught here. Then 1 minus A beta is equals to A into V in. A is equals to, then A equals to V naught by V in. V naught by V in into or you need to send that to this side. This to this side and that to here. This you need to send this side. Sorry. You need to take like this. A by equals. From this you need to take AF value. AF is nothing but passband gain is equals to V naught by V in. You know that formula. V naught by V in. That is equals to V naught by V in is equals to, right, A by 1 minus A beta. From the above equation only we are doing this simplification. I am not adding anything, I am not delting anything. You need to see V naught by V in. You need to send to this side, that V in, and you need to send this to this side. That's it, we are getting this. A is equals to V naught by V in, that equals to A by 1 minus A beta. See, for V in is equals to 0, we discussed in the starting, it seems. In the starting statement, it seems we know it, that V in value is equals to V in equals to 0. Then what will happen? V naught is not equals to 0, we will have some value. Why means we have a positive feedback connection to input through feedback circuit, right? Therefore, what will happen? A beta is equals to 1. A beta equals to 1. So in polar form, A beta is equal to 0. Sorry, A beta is equals to 1 at angle 0 degrees or 360 degrees. So A beta is equals to 1. A beta equals to 1. Angle 0 or angle 360 degrees. See, this is called what we need to call, this is a Barkhausen criterion. Barkhausen criterion. Up to now, we need to see that A beta is equals to 1. The angle is 0 degrees or 360 degrees. 360 degrees. Up to now, clear? Derivation part is clear now. We don't have any doubt in the derivation part. Then you need to put Barkhausen criterion. Barkhausen criterion. Put heading Barkhausen criterion. Barkhausen criterion. Put heading Barkhausen criterion. So the oscillator should satisfy two conditions. Those conditions only Barkhausen criterion. So the oscillator should satisfy two conditions. For sustained oscillations. So why we are getting this Barkhausen criterion means the oscillator should satisfy two conditions for sustained oscillations. The first one is magnitude of product of feedback factors and loop gain A beta must be equals to unity. The first factor is magnitude of A product of feedback factor and loop gain A beta must be equals to 0. Product of feedback factor and loop gain A beta must be equals to unity. Must be equals to unity. This A beta mod A beta equals to unity. This is the first condition. Product of feedback factor and loop gain A beta must be equals to unity. And the second condition is total phase shift of loop gain A beta must be equals to 0 or 360 degrees. These are the two conditions. Total phase shift of loop gain must be equals to 0 degrees. Or 360 degrees. So these are the two conditions. Okay, the first condition is the product of is important. The product of feedback factor and loop gain A beta must be equals to unity. A beta mod A beta is equals to 1. And the second one is total phase shift of loop gain A beta must be equals to 0 degrees or 360 degrees. Okay, so these are the Barkhausen criterion conditions. The next, if the amplifier causes phase shift of 180 degrees, if the amplifier causes phase shift of 180 degrees, the feedback circuit must provide phase shift of 180 degrees so that the total phase shift around the loop is 360 degrees. See, in the amplifier or the amplifier causes phase shift of 180 degrees. And we have a feedback also, right? That feedback circuit also will provide 180 degrees phase shift. So the total phase shift is 360 degrees. So here the Barkasian criteria is satisfied, right? So the type of waveform generated by an oscillator depends upon components in the circuit. The type of waveform generated by an oscillator depends upon components in the circuit. Depends upon the components in the circuit. Components in the circuit, and maybe sinusoidal, square, or triangular. The type of waveform generated by an oscillator depends upon components in the circuit. Maybe I will get it sinusoidal or square or triangular wave. If A beta value is greater than 1, what will happen? If the A beta value is equals to 1, this will be satisfies the Barkasian criteria. If the A beta value is greater than 1, what will happen? For A beta is greater than 1, for A beta is greater than 1, A beta value is mod A beta value is greater than 1. Then the output of oscillator oscillates but produces growing type of oscillations. Like these type of oscillations will be generating. Like these type of oscillations we will get it. See, growing type of oscillations will get it. Okay now. So if A beta is greater than 1, so the output oscillates but produces growing type of oscillations. This is the growing type of oscillations. Growing type of oscillations. Growing type of oscillations. Okay, if A beta is greater than 1. If A beta is less than 1, decaying type of oscillations will get it. If A beta is less than 1, we'll get it the reverse, decaying of oscillations. Okay, which means that you need to see. Like this type of oscillations will get it. Okay now. So this is the decaying type of oscillations. Decaying type of oscillations. If A beta is less than 1. Decaying type of oscillations. Okay, if A beta is equals to 1 means which is satisfies the Barkasian criteria. If A beta is greater than 1, the output of the oscillator, which will be oscillates growing type of oscillations. A beta is less than 1 is nothing but decaying type of oscillations will be getting from the oscillator. If A beta is equals to 1, then which will be generates the sustained type of oscillations. If A beta is equals to 1, then which will be generate the sustained oscillations. The amplitude and frequency or the magnitude and frequency values are constant or fixed. If a beta value is equals to, sorry, this is the 1. Okay, you need to remember that. You need to remember that. So in the next class we will continue the remaining. Remaining will be continuing in the next class on Monday. Okay. So now we are going to discussing about the